completely bundled up, ready to go into this magical forest. Today we are harvesting plate blanks. Yesterday we spent some time with our friend who is giving us some of this beech wood from a huge tree. It's about 80 centimeters in diameter. No, sorry, not the diameter. What is that called? Oh, no, yeah, the diameter. I don't know what the circumference is. And we're very excited because we have an order for plates, for 10 plates that we need to make. And we want to make a bunch more to hopefully go out to some of you. I'm very excited. We feel like kids in a candy shop. It's having good wood and wood of this size is something that doesn't happen often.
So not for big plates, like that's why I wrote down small plates, bowls and boxes.
Small plates, bowls, and boxes.
Yeah, basically this one and like this half and this half.
Okay.
Is.
And what about this one?
I haven't looked at this one, but this looks
like it's also
too narrow.
Okay, so is this, we're gonna pie slice?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe we should draw it. It looks pretty good too. Is this a crate?
No, it looks. No, I think so. It might be spalty. I hope it's not too spalty once we get into it.
Yeah, this is spalted. But so the most spalted one is this, but I think like Beech is pretty. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah.
So I'm not so worried. And let's see. Let's just turn it, and if not, then we have a few more.
Okay.
Yeah. No. So let's get the best out of here. So
we're making 30 centimeter plate blanks.
Yeah, basically 30 centimeters.
But the bottom doesn't have to be.
This is the crack, right?
Yeah, that's the crack. Oh, yeah, so that's not good.
Okay, but then this could be the bottom. This could be the...
Have you had any coffee or tea?
No, I didn't.
So, get your coffee.
So this could
go get your coffee.
Be the plate itself. That means you have to cut it like a little thicker.
A little above that, you mean?
No, I would do the cut here and then we like see how thick it is because it's still a centimeter when we cut through. You know, like we lose.
So like this might be thicker in like this direction.
Yeah, I would do the cut like next to here, so more.
Yeah.
So let's see. I mean, it's still more than 30. So
okay. Yeah.
We could do the cut right here, and but then below and use this thing for something else.
That's all.
Maybe you need to. Yeah.
So like that because there's a centimeter because it's gonna.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. That's good because.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, that would be great.
This is pencil.
Yeah,
this is so close to dead.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Schitt's Creek. So we're in the woods today.
Obviously.
obviously, and making plate blanks for turning on the pole lathe. And this is a gigantic beech tree. I hope I'm in focus. I never really know if I am. And whenever I put, yeah, this is the tree that somewhere pointing this way. I think it's, wonder if my video is going to be better without my little flippy up thing, because then I just look at that the whole time. Huge tree fell this summer. Was it lightning strike?
I don't know.
I don't know, it's crazy that it fell from there.
I think it's rotten and it's like in the middle.
Okay, yeah. So this tree fell, and our friend, what's his name?
Dietrich.
No, it's not.
Oh no, this one here. Daniel.
Daniel, who makes really awesome wooden playgrounds. What's his business called?
I have no idea. I think just his name. Daniel Rika, I guess. It's at least his Instagram.
I'll write it.
Yeah.
I'll put a little tag thing somewhere around here.
Or there.
Or there. Or there. Or here. You know, something. Maybe if I just point in every direction and then I can use whichever one works best. So he makes playgrounds and he can't use this wood fast enough. So he's letting us take as much as we want, which is fucking cool because making plates is something that we want to do more of, but you really need a large tree. And sometime in some future video, I'll explain why. Okay, chainsaw time. Chainsaw time.
So glad that I grabbed this new chain.
Oh yeah, I was wondering, I was trying to sleep thinking like, oh my god, he has not sharpened his chainsaw in so long, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, we couldn't do it probably.
Where's the measure sticky thing? Schmeesh? What is it? Schmeesh! Schmeesh! Inchworm, measuring the marigolds. You and your arithmetic, you'll probably go far. Okay, so we're out here and we can definitely keep working a lot, and soon, like once we're moving the plate blanks and moving things back towards our car, which is going to take quite a while, we'll warm up. But right now I'm getting pretty cold and I'm a little sniffly, and I'm looking around because I'm trying to find some birch trees because we don't have a lighter. We do have a like flint and steel, and birch bark is amazing for starting fires. It's like magic. And coming from California, where we don't have that much birch where I live, when I was in Montana for a bit doing a nature program, I'm getting distracted because the snow is also so amazing for tracking. Oh my gosh, spots where somebody has peed. A fox maybe, or I think there's any kind of wild cat in Germany. But here, this is what I'm looking at. Here are the spots I was talking about. Like, don't know what that is. This looks like something peed, maybe, or it's just dirty. But something's in here, and there's loads of tracks. Lots and lots and lots of tracks. These go everywhere. And we've seen lots of foxes. We haven't seen any here yet. So anyways, birch trees right there. I'm gonna try and make a fire, and just so we can warm up our hands and toes, because it's really hard to work with gloves right now. And they get wet and their hands stay really cold. So it's a bit of a tug of war. Okay, next thing is, especially when it's wet, you want to, sticks and branches you want to get from standing trees or things that are hanging. You don't want to get things on the ground. They're much more likely to be wet, but you want to get dry branches, obviously. But things like this, these are dead branches on this tree here. And you want to get standing dead branches, because green ones or ones that are laying on the ground are much more likely to be wet and won't light as easily. Oh, there's a whole one. Yeah, learned that from many people, but there's a guy named Twig in Tacoma, Washington, Seattle, somewhere around there, who I met in California at a skills gathering. I didn't do his whole workshop on fire making in like wet and rainy conditions like it is in the Pacific Northwest, but I still learned enough from some people just about that, and you know, little things like that stick in your mind and you may never need them, but I think it's always worth remembering or noting. It's like, oh, if you have to build a fire, think of these things. That is good. Oh! I'm sure I've eaten wood before. Still struggling. 150 years ago, 1880, not 70, or older. I think it's possible that it's older than that. Sun comes out and it's all
melted.
Instantly melted. This wood is so heavy, and pushing a wheelbarrow uphill. Oh my god. Technically, I don't know if we can see it, but we have to walk back somewhere over there behind those trees, but it's about that far. Because we're not really confident that our car can make it up here, especially since it's gotten a little bit warmer and the ground, melted a little bit and then refroze. It makes it very slick. And we have all season tires, but not winter tires. So, and no chains. So, it's gonna be a lot of work. So far, Oliver has done all of the chainsaw work. I was going to start some, but we don't have the tools to tighten the chain, and he was a bit nervous, and I understand. So, yeah. So he's finishing that, or at least he's making it so that we can move the pieces, because the half rounds are way too heavy. I mean, this is it's amazing though. I feel like I think I've already said it, but like a kid in a candy store. It's just, I keep picking up all the tiny pieces of wood, and Oliver, I feel like a chipmunker, like sitting there, and Oliver's like, okay, you can't take everything. Like, you don't need all the pieces. But I'm like, this one could be a scoop, and this one could be a teaspoon. Anyways, so much more to come. Thank you, woods, and thank you to this tree who lived a long life and will continue to live on, feeding people with its wood through plates and bowls and spoons. Happy?
Successful day.
So this life feels so magical, and it's hard sometimes, but look at the sunset. You can maybe barely see it, but we're on our first load back, probably one of 5 or 6. Okay, we are on load number 2. I have my backpack filled with wood. Oliver has 19 plate blanks in the wheelbarrow. And we have more that we've already transported. And there's still at least 2 more loads, if not more. So. Welcome home. Would you like to sit on something to sit on? And there's more in the back. You have a tree. And the grain is going this way in the tree. Like down the rings of the tree. So here are the rings in a tree. Amazing artistry. So when you have a round, so this is a cross section from here, and you have the rings, etc. You're gonna have to picture it because I don't want to distract. Bowls often are turned from this part of the tree. Plates are turned from this part of the tree, and this part of the tree, and this part of the tree, etc. Because, particularly in a plate, in this case, the rings are going through the plate like that. Oh, I hope you can see this. Okay, I think you can. So the rings are going this way, and they're going this way. And in this case, the rings are going through the bowl like this. So we use our wood green, which means that when this plate is turned, it's green, and then it dries. So wood shrinks in this direction. It will tighten. The rings on the further out from the center are going to tighten more than the rings in the center. So when you have a bowl, it's often slightly shaped. I'm drawing upside down. Something like this. Like there's going to be two high points on the bowl. And for a plate, because it has a wider base or foot, the bottom of the plate, we want it to shrink more evenly. And so when it's in the wood like this, the shrinkage between this side and this side isn't as significant as it is between the top of this bowl and the bottom of the bowl. So it will keep your plate more flat, less wobbly. I really hope this is somewhat clear. Shmeesh. Shmeesh.
Yeah.
Shmeesh. 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 It's a shmeesh bird. Shmeesh. Shmeesh.
Some people call it Zollstock.
Zollstock?
Zollstock.
Zoll.
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 Stock.
Stock, like Z-O-L-L?
Yeah. Zoll is inch, basically.
Zollstock.
Yeah.
Centimeter or inch?
Zoll is basically inch. Zoll is the German word for inch.
Oh.
And technically, like weird because there are no inches on it.
You're no inches on it. Okay.